It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Randy Rosario's here.
What up, though?
Guest hosting today. And we've been talking about Wendy Williams' Lifetime docuseries, Where is Wendy Williams? We've been talking about this behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And now we're going to share some of the things with you. I know parts 1 and part 2 out of all 4 parts have aired on Lifetime so far.
Okay.
So let's talk about some of the things that we found out from watching this Lifetime docuseries. You know, they've been filming this, and over the past few years, Wendy has been struggling with deteriorating mental health, with poor memory, with the inability to communicate, and with alcoholism. And we learned a lot of things from watching this. Her family's in it. Actually, her sister's in it. And they said she's not in it towards the end because at first she wasn't going to film.
The sister?
Yeah. But then she decided to. Now, one thing that happens is Wendy Williams accuses the Guardian, because she has a court-appointed guardian.
That is scary to me.
Right. So they're in charge of her money. She can't even access her money without this Guardian approving this, right? And so here's what happens, where she accuses the Guardian of stealing money.
Has stolen from my account.
I don't know, because I'm not involved in your finances, but if you have proof and evidence of that.
There's no money for me at Wells Fargo. None.
Like your accounts at Zip, that's what you're being told?
Yep. And I will sue all the people involved.
All right, and what we find out in this docuseries is Wendy's manager, Will Shelby, who's been up here before, tells producers that she has expressed that she wants to one day move to Miami, where her family is. And they said that everything has to be approved by the court, though. So she cannot make any decisions on her own.
That is so scary to me. Mm-hmm. Like, for you to just be an adult person that, you know, did the work, did what you're supposed to do in life, and now you have to ask someone permission to make every move. Like, send me to my
access your own money, that's a scary thing.
That's the scariest part for me. Like, I done did all this work to build this brand, to make this money, to make all this money, to support myself, and I have to ask you, can I have $1?
Right. And I mean, the fact is that also she wants to leave that money for her son, you know, and now she can't even do that. Another thing that went viral was her interaction with her publicist at the time, and Sean Zanotti. So people were talking about this, and here's what happened.
I wish you would get liposuction.
Okay.
What brand is this?
Ugh.
Put it in the same position, please. Yes. Go downstairs, please, and order something and make you fatter.
Okay.
All right. Now, people were talking about this, but Randy, we were discussing behind the scenes Dementia and how this can affect how people treat other people.
It can, but that felt like real Wendy. That felt like OG Wendy just creeping out, and she was like, I'm like, okay, cool. You still in there, auntie. You know, you got the authenticness still.
But on the other side of things, her son has revealed that she has dementia that's alcohol-induced. So that's something else that we learned. He said he was able to learn more about things going on with his mother. And because she was drinking so much, it was starting to affect her headspace and her brain. And she first learned of her brain damage in 2019 when she was in rehab, but didn't get the official dementia and aphasia diagnosis until 2023.
She's so young to be suffering from dementia. She's like 59.
Yeah, that's wild. Now, here they are talking about her alcoholism. Her manager is trying to get her to stop drinking. She, I guess, finished a whole bottle, but wouldn't admit to it.
Did you drink this whole thing today?
Yes. No.
Don't you feel like maybe this is a bit excessive? Because we have a lot of business deals going on. I never said you was drunk, but I just don't know if this is a good idea.
You.
So you think you're perfectly fine having as many drinks as you want?
Perfectly.
But I'm just gonna put it downstairs to keep it cool.
Keep it there.
Man, it's really sad. And I saw this was trending all weekend, different things from it trending. I saw a lot of people posting their pictures with Wendy Williams and showing her some love and support the best way that they can.
That made me happy. I did, like, seeing everyone kind of show up and say, like, you know, free Wendy and support Wendy and things like that. That really made me happy because, you know, a lot of people have something like negative to say about her because of her career and, you know, how she came up and whatnot. But at the end of the day, she's still human. That's still somebody's mama, ex-wife. That's still a child of God. So, you know, I like the fact that people are showing up for her.
All right. Well, again, parts 1 and 2 are on Lifetime. There's going to be 4 parts altogether. I see that Kevin, her ex-husband, also put up a post, and you were telling us about this.
Yeah, he made a post on, and he basically said that, just to summarize, he didn't say this completely, but basically he said that the sister Wendy's sister basically Wanda tried to connect with the show that Wendy used to be on. What's the name of the company? Detmar and Mercury.
Mm-hmm. That's a production company.
So she tried to connect with them behind Wendy's back. Basically, he's saying that was actually Detmar and Mercury trying to do an insurance claim, allegedly. That's his point of view. Mm-hmm. And they ended up kind of spinning and backdooring Wanda and putting her out of the deal.
Okay.
So that ended up basically being a replacement for Wendy. That's kind of how he's putting it. But my real thing that I liked was Tori Hart in the comments.
What'd she say?
She said none of this would be happening if it wasn't for you. You were supposed to protect her. And I agree. He's the start of all this decline.
All right. Well, that is, and I saw a lot of people saying this shouldn't have came out and they feel like she's being taken advantage of. But it does feel like the family feels like there's nothing they can do. And maybe this was a last, like, please, somebody help. This court-appointed guardianship is not working out, and we need to make sure we take the power back within the family. But there's a lot that needs to be done.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Britney Spears conservatorship. Mm-hmm. It reminds me of how she was like under her dad's thumb, and now that she's not, things they have to do the work to get back to what normal looks like. But if her family is able and willing to take care of her, let her go be with her family.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie, and when we come back, we have Under the Radar. Man, we had this cell phone outage last week. It really affected me, and you will not believe how much money they're trying to pay us as compensation. It's way up.
Way up.